Hello everybody, today we'll talk about the case study of Group 8. With the travelers, the Japanese culture is very interesting and they really want to discover this culture. However, with the business point of view, the Japanese culture is like the obstacle that they have to overcome when they want to do business with the Japanese. And here is the example. And I will explain the situation. I think in this situation, the Americans just want to create a comfortable atmosphere in the meeting, like sit at opposite side of the last conference table, take off the jacket, or talking across the table. However, they may never know that everything they did is definitely wrong. Because in Japanese, the seating arrangement will be determined by the status of the participant. For example, you are the most important people, so you have to sit in the head of the table. And if you are the less important people, you will sit far from the most important people. So with them, every seat have its own position. Like you never ever sit anywhere you want when you have the meeting with the Japanese. And this situation make the Japanese think like the American doesn't think this meeting is important. With them, it's just like chatting with other friends in cafeteria. And then the same with take up the jacket and roll up the sleeve, because with the Japanese, if you are the businessman, you have to be professional in every way, every time, and in every situation. So never ever take up the jacket or roll up the sleeves. And then about talking across the table, it's also the same problem. Just focus on the business. Don't talk about the other things. Maybe the Japanese think that the American think little about this meeting, so they don't want to cooperate with the American anymore. Then we move to about Brazilian firm. I think Larry doesn't professional in business, because he has to know that when he get business with the other culture, he have to research about this carefully. And also with this situation, Larry should know with the Brazilian relationship first, then business, but he didn't. You know that the Brazilian just want to make some friendly action with Larry, like tap her shoulder, pull her arms, but he doesn't think that. He think they want to fight with him, and it's definitely wrong. And I think this is a culture conflict. Then about the time orientation. I heard that in South America they have a different time definition. Like if you have the meeting at 8 a.m., you should come at 8:30 or 9 a.m. It's better. If you come from 8 a.m., you have to wait for a long time. So you should know that in Argentina or in South America, not have keep on time or keep in time definition. Remember that? Then we move to bedtime in cargo. I remember its title is about gender issue, but I don't think it's about gender. The first problem is about a car. I think it's the same problem in Vietnam. In Vietnam, the most popular transportation is motorbike. Yeah, vroom vroom vroom. In Vietnam, every not really every people, but so much people use motorbike. So it's not much people know how to drive a car, and that's why someone who has car, they also park their car by themselves and never ever let them car to the security guards to park this. And I think this situation is the same because the security guard can't drive, they don't know how to drive, and that caused the problem. And then about the meeting, I think some culture, I'm not really sure is it the same in Congo, but I heard that some culture people hardly say no, because I think when they say no, it's like the impolite accent, yeah, impolite accent. So if it's a truth in Congo, the next time if I want to get the meeting with him, I will not offer him the time, but ask him to offer me the time, so I will arrange a time suitable. Yeah, like that, to avoid this situation. And then about newspaper, I think it have the same problem with the meeting about the harass, because in this situation it's not clear that what kind of harassment. Is it just about a comment, or is it about touching or something like that? But I think Claire's come from America, so her clothing style is little bit different. It's quite short and maybe sexy in Egypt or point of view. So with me, I will change a little bit I will change my clothing, maybe not much sexy or not much short, to prevent this problem. Then we move to Taiwanese. I think in this situation I will carry out the action like organize lecture for his employee on Western business practice, because my employee want to take business with the Western, so they have to understand what Western business culture or practice is. And then about organize the meeting at which all the culture problems are discussed. Yeah, it's quite hard to work if exists some problem or some conflicts between the employees. And then also I will bring in local consultant, because I want to understand more and more about my employees, about the culture, to avoid some culture problem. I also want to learn Mandarin, just because I can't understand the other people in my company, and it's quite hard for me to do in business. And I will recommend that my employees also have to learn English. They want to do in business with the Western, they have to communicate with the Western, so they have to, yes, they have must to learning English. Okay, that's done.